Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Kilayim Perek Tet, Mishnah Aleph. In this Mishnah and this Perek, we're going to speak about Kilayim of clothing. Right? So after we spoke about the Kilayim of Zeraim, and then we moved on to the Kilayim of vineyard, and then we moved on to the Kilayim of animals, and we spoke about breeding animals and also plowing with animals. Now we're moving on to Kilayim of clothing, which is the fourth or fifth type of Kilayim. So, any sur mishum kilayim elat tzemer upishtim. The only type of kilayim that's asur when it comes to clothing is mixing linen, right, wool and linen, right? Linen is flax, right? Pishtan is literally flax. Linen comes from flax. It's that type of material. You're not allowed to mix those two, right? How do we know it's only those two? The pasuk says, right, by kilayim of begadim, it says tzemer upishtim yahdav. Those two, yahdav, together. Only those two. So we're not going to include cotton. We're not going to include any other types of material. Only mixing wool and linen. And mitameh benegaim elat tzemer upishtim. Similarly, when it comes to tum'at negaim, right? When the tum'ah on a clothing, when does tum'ah, by tzara'at on a clothing, which type of clothing? Talking about beged tzemer or beged pishtim, right? Only those two. Similarly, when the Kohanim work in the Bet HaMikdash, they're only allowed to wear wool or linen, or sometimes even both. Right? The pasuk says by bigdei kehuna, what's it made out of? And all of these, right? Shesh is pishtan, is linen. Techelet and argaman and tulat shani are different types of dyed wools, right? Techelet is blue, argaman is a purple, tulat shani is more of a reddish color, right? So all these are wool or linen, as we mentioned. Now it's either one or the other, and sometimes they're even together, right? When it comes to bigdei kehuna, the Torah says the Kohanim could wear them together, and that's how they operate and they work in the Bet HaMikdash. Even when the pasuk says ketonet bad, right? Bad is a type of clothing. It's talking about also. Rambam says bad is a type of pishtan. It's a type of linen. It's a type of flax. Now the next part of the Mishnah is about tzemer gemalim and tzemer halim shterafan zebazeh. Right? You have wool from a gamal, right? That's not the wool that's mentioned by Kilayim. And tzemer halim, that's sheep wool. That's the forbidden wool for Kilayim. And you mix those two together. So now, im rov min gimalim mutar. If most of them are from, right, gimalim, from the camel, right, then it's mutar. It's mutar. Rambam says to weave it together with pishtan. And I think over here it means to wear it, right? Because there's nothing wrong with, like I said, weaving, selling. You even allowed to do that with regular kilayim, right? So it seems like even to wear it over here would be mutar. Im rov min halim, but if most of it is from sheep, then it's going to be asur. Right? Then you're not allowed to go ahead and wear something like that that's woven with flax. Mahza le half, asur. It's also asur. Similarly, right? Flax and hemp, if you also mix it together, same idea. If most of it is from the pishtan, it's from flax, then you're not allowed to mix wool with